Hey third grade, welcome back from Thanksgiving break. I hope you had a really good one. I hope you got a lot of rest. I hope you had some fun. This week you guys are going to be working on your 3 cards. Remember you made these before the break. So let's look at the cards. These cards are going to be made on white paper. It will be 4 inches by 4 inch squares. You'll cut out the 3 cards. And the front of the card is going to be the artwork for the frog. And the back of the card is going to be the name of the frog, the size, the color, the camouflage, the poison, and then 1 or 2 interesting facts about the frog. And last but not least, don't forget to put your name on it. Let's look at some examples of the novice, the apprentice, expert, and mentor versions. A novice card is only going to have some scribbled coloring, no details on the frog, too many white spaces, and little to nothing written on the back of the card. The apprentice kind of card is, still going to have some scribbly coloring. It'll have some more details about the frog, but it has still too many white spaces, and all 4 categories are on the back, but not the whole thing. The expert level card is going to have neater coloring, more details on the frog, not as many white spaces. All of the categories are on the back, and at least one interesting fact is there, and your name is on it. The mentor is going to be neatly colored. It's going to have lots of detail on the frog and the background. There'll be almost no white spaces. There's going to be all of the categories and 2 interesting facts, and there's going to be your name on it. So you should already have 3 cards cut out, and you should already have the words written on it: size, color, camouflage, and poison. The next thing you're going to do are pick the 3 cards. You're going to do 1 frog per card. Not the same frog on all 3 cards. You're going to do 3 different frogs. So you could make one the African bullfrog, then you could make one the red-eyed tree frog, and then the other one you could do is the coqui frog or something like that. I'm not telling you which ones to do. I'm just saying there's the ones you could pick. So let's look back through our pictures. We have the African bullfrog. We have the coqui frog. We have the glass frog. We have the lemur leaf frog. The poison dart frog. The red-eyed tree frog. The smoky jungle frog. And the water-holding frog. So pick 3 of those that you would want to draw. That's what you're going to be doing. The other thing, and I want you to sit down and I want you to really think about this, is I'm going to tell you the stats to your frogs. Remember how I had you write the size, color, camouflage, and poison? This is what you put next to them and why. So let's look at these. The African bullfrog, we say, is size 5, which is the biggest. It has a color of 3. Has a camouflage of 4 and a poison of 3, because they're actually kind of poisonous, I found out. Let's look at the glass frog. The glass frog has a size 1 because it's tiny. He's got a color of 1 because it's glass. You can't really see it very well. Well, it's not really glass, but you know what I mean. And it's got a camouflage of 5 because it's mostly transparent. It helps it blend in really well. And it's got a poison of 1 because it's not poisonous. We'll look at the red-eyed tree frog. That size actually should not say 5. It should say 4. Let me fix that. Because they're not as big as the bullfrog. So, alright, there we go. We'll start from there. So, the size for the red-eyed tree frog is a 4. The color is a 4. The camouflage is a 1. And the poison is a 1. Look over at the poison dart frog. It's got a size of a 2 because they're kind of small. It's got a color of 5 because there's so many different colors to them. It's got a camouflage of 1 because it's so bright you can't really camouflage it. And it's got a poison of 5 because the name is the poison dart frog. So why do we have these stats? Let's say that you're sitting down with your friends and you will all put a card on the table and you will look at the card. If I put down the glass frog and my friend puts down the water holding frog, and then my other friend puts down the African bullfrog, we're going to look at which one has the highest stat in something. And this time I'm going to say it's camouflage because it's just going to be the first thing we start with. So out of those 3, the African bullfrog, the glass frog, and the water holding frog, who has the highest camouflage? The glass frog. So the person who had the glass frog would get a point. And they get to pick which stat they would want to do next. So let's say that they have the poison dart frog and they want to do poison. So they would put down their poison dart frog card, and maybe the other friends have a smoky jungle frog or the coqui frog. The coqui frog's not going to win that one because it's only got a poison of 1. The smoky jungle frog's not going to win because it's only got a poison of 4. But the poison dart frog would win because it's got a poison of 5. So that person's the winner again, and let's say you can't go back on some of these things, so you're going to keep going through them. I know it's kind of weird to think about right now because you probably don't have anybody to play with. This does make a little bit more sense when you're in the school and you guys can play with each other and move the cards around and you can talk and you can figure out which ones to do. So that's why we're going to hold on to our cards so we have a chance to play in the future. So for this page, once you have picked your 3 cards, once you've picked your 3 frogs, you need to fill them out. So if I'm going to make this one the lemur leaf frog on the back, I need to put size 3, color 4, camouflage 2, poison 1. If I'm going to make this one the smoky jungle frog, my size is going to be 4, color is 2, camouflage is 4, and poison is 4. If this is going to become the red-eyed tree frog, the size needs to be 4, the color needs to be 4, the camouflage is 1, and the poison is 1. I know, it's a little much. This week, you're going to pick your 3 frogs, draw your 3 frogs, and do the stats. Alright? This will also be on your Nearpod. Don't worry, I'm going to put that there so you can see that.